Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? Probably not the best time for me to do it live, but granted. Happy New Year. How are you all doing? Everyone good? Yo! I'm doing my first ever drunk live, so this should be eventful. How mental is this? How we doing? Happy New Year, motherfuckers! I'm proper smash, boys and girls. Get a bag. Yo! Let's get some Coke. Hang on. Not that. Here he is. Yo! Happy New Year. Oi. Bob the Bricky. What's that? Put some clothes on. Lisa Torrey. Happy days. I'll tell you what though, it's proper hot in here. Proper hot. I'll tell you what, I'm probably gonna regret doing this live, but I'm absolutely wankered. Everyone who saw me old me vlog yesterday, all that lot. No, I did me drone. Bought my new drone, didn't I? Well, today I took my drone up. As I flew it up, just took it up in the air a little bit, and then it started spinning. And it span. I went, oh shit, what's the matter with it? And one of the arms had come loose, so the propellers were like kicking down. It started sending it round on the right. It was going boom, boom, boom. I went, oh shit. Hit the landing gear, but it came down, and bang, the camera came off. I went, oh no. So I've had to mess around with it for the rest of the day. I took all this bracket off. I've cut some aluminium. I had some aluminium in my garage. I made this little bracket up and put it all back together. And guess what? It's all fine. It's all absolutely fine. But Christ almighty, I was gutted about that. But how we doing? Right, look, let's have a little look. The comments coming in. Got a few people like absolutely smashed, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, yes, bro, yes, mate. Hello, Taylor. Yo, Adam, BB, Adam, Tom King. Yes, mate. Mr. Bot. Yo. Who else we got? Get a bag. Left-handed Bricky. Oi, oi. Oi, left-handed. I can lay left-handed. Left and right, me. Yo. Yo, Mr. Bot. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, bro. For fuck's sake, put some clothes on. Lisa tie. I've got a tie actually. Do you want to see a little tie? Just for you, Bob. Let's get one for you. Hang on. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, Bob. Just for you, son. Oi, oi. Oi, oi. How about that, son? Oi, oi. Little diggy, bro. Little jiggy diggy. Oi, oi. Happy New Year, everyone. Get a bag. Happy New Year. Legend. What Coke? Haha. Nice bins, lad. Yeah, they are little. They're cool, aren't they? I've had clear glasses for a long time. Long time. I used to wear clear glasses when in about sort of like about 2002, 2003, just as a little like accessory when you went out, and that to be a bit different. And when I went to Thailand, I managed to get a couple of moody pairs of the Ray-Ban ones. And then when I came back to England, some bird I was with, she stood on, broke them. So I bought these ones. Yeah, little Ray-Ban ones. I don't need them, but there we go. Right, what we got? Da, da, da. Mr. Bot, I'm starting bricklaying apprenticeship January. Good luck, boy. Good luck, mate. Hope you have a good one. Hope you managed to get actually on site in January, because it's looking doubtful at the moment. But we see how the COVID goes. But all the best. Hope you do well, bro. And when you do get started, make sure you pay attention to the older boys, not the whippersnappers around you. Forget the fools. Look at the old boys, the old day workers. Watch how simple they make it look. Effortless. Yo, Mr. Speaker, Adam, all the best. Yo, you too, bro. Mr. Bot, congrats. Left-handed. Yo. Happy New Year, Kieran. Happy New Year, Kieran. Construction with Kieran. Check him out. This is a regret already, because I'm pissed doing this. It might make me or break me, might it? Some people think, oh, look at the pissed up idiot on the old fucking live feed. Shirt off, dicky bow tie, glasses on, hat on. It's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? Something to do. I'm stuck at home. I'm here, on me jack. Have been the whole Christmas. So, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? What else we got on here? Michael Dore. Twisted drunk. Yeah, man. I'm proper pissed. I've done some Grey Goose. I've been drinking for a little while. Oh, geezer. I've got to get this off. Where is it? Let's get this thing off. Happy days. Mr. Bot, why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you start a bricklaying apprenticeship? No, there's no reason why you shouldn't do. Where do you live, geezer? Are you English? Are you American? I don't know whereabouts you are, bro. Sorry, but if you're English, I think after this COVID thing has gone quiet and we can get back to normal, I think it's going to boom again. I really do. I think there's one way out of this economic drama, which is going to be birthed due to COVID, and I think it's by building. I think there's so many thousands and thousands and thousands of hard-working men in this country, trades, not just bricklayers, sparks, chimneys, scaffs, goes the industry, roofers, ground workers. I don't want to leave anyone out, but we all know, all the trades and that, and it's such a massive, massive, massive industry. If you look at your mates, or the way I look, when I look at my mates, the ones I drink with, the people I associate with, every single one of them, by maybe two or three, are in the construction game, whether they are roofers, scaffolders, ground workers. Brickies, chippies, sparks, plumbers. Such a massive industry. And I think with the housing shortage, COVID doesn't stop people having sex. I think if anything, it's probably more people have had sex. A lot of babies, there will be a baby boom, and there are houses that are needed. So unless we all want to live like people in India, 20 to a house, we have to build more houses, don't we? Yo, right. Where are we on the old questions? What we got? Hello, Happy New Year, mate. Love your channel. Also a fellow Mersey boy. Carol Child. Mersey boy. Yo! I do love to have a fucking... Sorry, language. I've got a Mersey boy on there. Carol Child. Happy days. Up the Mersey. Massive. I grew up on Mersey Island. I don't live there anymore. I live in Colchester, but all my family live Mersey. I love the place. It's a wicked place. If any of you on my channel ever get a chance to go on a little camping holiday or something, book yourself into one of the campsites in Mersey. There's loads of them there, but get yourself down to Mersey Island in the summer. It's a brilliant place. You'll love it. You really will not regret it. So good, so warm, south-facing beach, sandy, all water sports, everything. Lovely bars, restaurants. You can do a lot down there. So yeah, and have a little look on Facebook and stuff. Secret Mersey Island is one of the pages that shows all the reviews and stuff of all the restaurants and that. So yeah, check that out. What else we got? Happy New Year, brother. Cheers, Kieran. Nice one, bro. Right. Cool. The old feed's filling up quick today. I can't keep up with it. Right. Only bag I tried. Straw man. Only bag I tried was a bag of weed. Yo, yeah, man. I smoked some weed. I did smoke some weed. I went to Jamaica for my first wedding anniversary with like my wife Dawn. We went over there. Second, we got off the plane. We went for our transfer. It was a 2-week holiday, a real good holiday, and we had a good transfer as well. And it was like it wasn't like a coach. It was like a Merc Vito. You know what I mean? Like a minibus thing. But it was only us in there. We got in there, and the geezer went straight away. He goes, "You want some weed, mum?" And I went, "Well, when in Rome, do what the Romans do." I go, "How much do you want for that?" And I think he charged me. I think he wanted like $20 American dollars, and he gave me like a McDonald's bag. You remember, like, you know, you get your McDonald's bag with your double cheeseburger in, whatever, in your fries. It was about a quarter full of weed, this dark bush weed, and I went, "What?" I mean, I've smoked rollies and that, you know what I mean, but I was like, "What?" I go, I only bought like 30 gram of amber leaf or whatever, and the Ritters. I was like, "Oh." And then I managed to get some big king skins, and I blazed up one day, and I walked to the bar, and the barmaid looked at me and she goes, "Jamaican woman, what was her name? Cedric. She went, "Adam, hey, what the fuck up on your eyes, man? You're all right now, yeah? You see the waterfall, eh? You see the rainbow in your eye. I can see that. You get me?" I'll never forgot that. It was so funny. And but yeah, that's my weed experience. Brilliant. When in Rome, in Jamaica, dudes with Jamaicans. Oh, by the way, I've been to Amsterdam a few times. Never Colombia. Right. Left-handed bricky. Right. Brilliant, Adam. It's a vaccine for unhappiness. Mark Friend. Yo. I try my hardest, man. If I'm anyone's vaccine for COVID-19 and I keep someone from being undepressed, bang, that's wicked. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I want everyone to be happy. I got told by the skeezer, right? The skeezer Talbot, who was my best man at my wedding. He's a little bit older than me. He's almost like my surrogate father. It's where me and my dad never got on. My mum and dad split up, blah, blah, blah. Long story. But Talbot was around when I needed a father figure. And he said to me, Dad, he said, you get 70 years and 10. So I call 70 years and 10, 70, 60 and 10, 70. 70 years and 10 will be mortal men. That's what he's saying was. So till you're 70, you're loading it up. You can have it. After that, you're off, ain't you? So I'm 40 now. 40 this year. I've got 30 more years. But the first 15 years of my life, I was restricted. Yeah. So I've had 25. I've got another 30. So I'm in the middle of it. I'm at the peak age at the moment. As 40 years of age, I'm at the peak age of my physical self, my health, and my knowledge. So I'm at the best bit of my life. Now, this is where you can do one or two things, I think. You can either put all your eggs in one basket and go, oh, bang, and set yourself up with a home. If you're in a relationship and you've got a wife and you're happy, I can understand that. But as a single man, I've had the wife, I've had the children, all that lot, and now it's all falling apart. I'm doing my thing, I pay the child maintenance, I make sure everyone's okay. But for me, personally, now, do I think to myself as a single bloke, 40, do I want to own somewhere? Nah, what's the point? I'm going to buy a house. What's that going to do for me? Nothing. I might as well rent a little gaff, live cheap, travel the world, see everything I can. Now, I've been gifted this little gift of when I split up my missus, she was like, right, okay, you ain't going to see the kids for a while. Blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, I've done all the child maintenance and all that, but I still don't see my kids. I've done the court thing, this, that, and the other. And to be honest, I've been a busy boy. So would I have really had time for my kids? Yeah, of course I would. 100%. That goes without saying. But now we were separated, she sort of put that little hurdle in my way. I was like, right, well, I can try, but if you keep putting these hurdles, how many hurdles have I got to jump? It got to a point where I was like, look, I'm sick of trying to jump these hurdles. So I had to accept it, that she wasn't going to let me see them. So that's when I become, right, travel, make the most of your younger years. I think London Grammar sung the song, wasn't it? Something about your younger years. You know the one. Everyone knows the one. But so that's what I've been doing since then. I've been traveling, doing the shit I want to do, seeing the world, paying my bills as I go, working hard, but traveling the world and seeing the world and not living in regret. You can't bide, keep going over and over and over what's happened in the past. Some point you've got to go. That's it. Bang. I ain't gonna lie to you all. I've had my moments. I've been an arsehole in my life. I'm never going to lie about that. I have been an arsehole. No one's squeaky clean. And I've had my moments as well, whereas I've stood somewhere and gone, right, is it worth it? Is all this worth it? And I've doubted whether to be here or not. But you come through it. Every day is a new day. And now you look at me. When I do me vlogs and me bricklaying videos, I've always got a smile on my face. And the reason why I've got a smile on my face is because I'm enjoying it. And I'm getting something out of it. And it's something I get out of that, which keeps me strong every day. Keeps me going. And I love it. So happy days. That was really deep, wasn't it? There you go. You get a different side of the tricky bricky when I'm pissed. Well, what have we got here? Yeah, an Englishman. I'm down in Essex. Oh, he's an Essex boy. Mr. Pot, Essex. Happy days. Whereabouts in Essex? Taylor. What's Taylor saying there? Cool, there's loads of questions here now. Well, I'm going to go for 17 vaccine. He's pissed. There is loads, hang on. Bloody hell. What do I get to? Congrats. Yeah, don't worry. Twisted Pricky, I remember that. Left-handed. Let me see them guns. Bang, there's some guns there, boy. But that's a bricklayer's right arm. Boom. There's the left. You see me pop eye? Oi, oi. Up the pop eye. Have you ever tried bag? Yeah, of course, bro. He's pissed, Roland. Yes, I am. Chippy, better than a bricky. What? How can a chippy be better than a bricky? I'll tell you what, right? If a chippy, the day a chippy can do a footing, right? Because wood rot in the ground, doesn't it? So the day a chippy can get a brick structure or a wooden structure out of the ground without posts, like lift it off the deck and all that. Come on, chippy better than a bricky. I'm sorry, I'll say this. Has anyone heard the story of the three little pigs? They huff and they puff. Yeah, that's what I think. Right, chippies. Listen, we can build brickies. Yeah, pyramids, brickwork, man. We can build roofs out of bricks. We could build anything out of brick. Solid. Windows, doors, fireplaces, anything can all be done out of brick. Brick and steel. You don't even need a chippy. You do need a sparky though. But no disrespect to the chippies. Chippy has his job to do as well, and we all should work together in harmony. But I tell you what, most of the time, really, if you were to put like trades together, I think if you had four blokes, say for instance, right, you had groundworker man, your brickwork man, your chippy, and then say your roof. No, you need more than the four trades really. But I would have say four good trades, because I'm quite confident I could dig a footing and do all the brickwork on a plot. I'm pretty sure I could have my hand on roofing and tile a place. Chippy could obviously do his chippy work, bang, all the way through the house. Chippy work, that includes like, putting your joists on, trusses, flooring, kitchen fitting, door fitting, blah, blah, blah. Sparky plumber. Yeah, you're there, aren't you? But if you've got 4 boys who could all work together, you can make good money doing that. You really could. You really could. And accentuate on people's, what's the word? For instance, I'm a good brickie, so I wouldn't get the chippy to do the brickying. You know what I mean? Go to everybody's strengths. That's what I'm trying to say. Yo. Sometimes actually I'm so pissed I don't know what I'm going on about. I lose where I'm going, but yo, what have we got here? Hi them Tricky Bricky Dicky Frank EastEnders and Springtime. Yeah, mate, James Parker. That was proper, wasn't it? Proper Frank Butcher. Hello, Pat. Oi. Give yourself a pat on the back. Love it. Oi, I hope everyone's having a brilliant, bloody marvellous New Year's Eve. I'm sat here by myself in my dungeon. Got my screen on. Oh, hang on. I can put this on in the background. Now, I'm going to turn it around a little bit so you can see that. I've got my big new telly. Hang on. In the background there. This is my mate. This is a pal of mine. It's a geezer called Younger. It's Young and then the letter R. And he does all sorts of mashups and mixes and stuff. A lot of loop pedal stuff. To be honest, he's one of the best I've ever heard. So any of you guys who are watching me, have a look at him. It's my pal. I went to school with him for a little while and he's done really, really well. So yeah, check him out, man. I think this is him at Glastonbury there, doing one of the support tents. But he's all over our beef everywhere. Brilliant. Younger. Check out his Sweet Disposition one. I'm actually in the crowd on that one. Going, "Whee!" See if you can spot me. Alright, what we got here? Christ almighty. I'm that pissed. I'm using my TV remote to try and do me laptop. Taylor, I'm a lefty. Oi, Mr. Blue. Oi, get out, yeah. Bob the Bricky. Fucker ain't filling. I wish it was, Bo. I wish it was. Oh. Sure, man. You drunk? Yes, sure, man. Yeah. Lee G, for fuck's sake, someone's been drinking. I have, mate. Yeah, Happy New Year. Bosh. It's good though. I think it's good to be alive sometimes when you get to see a different side of me, didn't you? This is a side that the women get to see when I come home from the pub. Oh yes, oi, talking shit. Blah, 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 blah. It's good fun though. It is good fun. But because I'm single, I get to talk to you lot. Get on it 3 days, then get over it. You know, mate. Sure, man. Fuck's hard work. It's boring. It's not freedom. You know what? Yeah, it's a little bit like that, isn't it? Sort of work. It becomes a bit of a prison. I like a blend of the two. I really do. If I could do 3 days on site a week and 2 days doing my own stuff, I'd be a really happy man. I think you get to do 2 days doing something like, going around someone's doing a bit of piecework. I did during the COVID epidemic. Me and Si, one of the Tricky Brickies, side, not the Hoddy side, the other side. We got this little job to do. There's a geezer on Mersey Island, and he got a swimming pool in his garden, and some of it was in the ground, but then the way the land lied went like that, so the swimming pool was in, and then there was brickwork around where it came out of the hill, so we had to replace some bricks around the bottom end of that. We did that, and then he had a garden wall all the way around with piers, 13-inch piers all the way around with about 5 foot in between. And he was built out of LBCs. I think they were like Heathers or something. And where he had them was like, it was 9-inch wall. So as they come along and that, then you had the fence on top, so all the water ran down. This is over like 20 years or something. All the water ran off the fence and landed on these Heathers. And they'd all blown, all the faces blown, look rough as arseholes. And a couple of the panels, you could see as it came down the property, you'd have one bit of the wall done, then another bit, then another bit. And if you lined it through, it went all the way through. Although it was each 5 foot was right in itself, it didn't look right if you looked through it. So me and Si went right, and we pulled every fence panel out, pulled the string line through, set them all out. And we ran it through, and we ran through, and we dropped it down course by course over the whole span. It was about, I think it was about like 15 or 20 panels. We got some LBs, got some Heathers, and took some off, and this and that. But we coursed the top of it with a Blue Engineering with Staffy all the way along. And then he had a gate, and he had an arch over the top of the gate. It was like a 2-brick. It was a 13-inch pier either side, but he had a 9-inch arch over the top, and it was just like soldiers and his staggered second arch. The crap. Oh, well, you've got 2 13-inch piers there. Why don't you make a 13-inch arch? He's like, yeah. And I looked down the middle of the piers because I knocked the old arch off. And I looked down and he had this big steel rods running through, and there was loads of concrete around the bottom, so they were strong. So I built a 13-inch arch all the way through, and it was bonded all the way around, 4 brick all the way around. And I cut the voiseurs individually. So the top half of the arch was all engineering, and the bottom half was LBCs. I'll tell you what I do once this is over, this group chat's over, whether this live, I'll stick a picture of it on the Kinty page, and I'll stick it on my Tricky Bricky page as well. It's actually on my AF Construction page, which was long before all this came along, before Tricky Bricky started. When I was just me by myself, I did something. I'm Adam Phillips, so I had AF Construction, and I put that on there, and everyone was like, "Wow, it's mental." I haven't videoed it, but I've got a picture diary of it all. So have a look at that, and then you can see some of the stuff I can actually do. I'm not just a line monkey. I've got it up here. I can build anything. You see the stuff Rob Songer does on there, Stu Compton and all that lot. Stu Compton stuff's pretty much the way he does his stuff when he does his stuff in his academy, and that's all unique. That's his own ideas, which is very good. I like that, and I like the way Rob Songer he uses a method in his brickwork which is very uniform, and he makes everything work per the bond. It's hard to understand. It's hard to explain him verbally, but there's a way Rob Songer does stuff that it works bond and it works above. It's almost like he sets out what's going to go on above before he starts the bottom, if you understand what I mean. So pretty much a lot of people do that in the splash, don't they? They run around and do what it's going to be all the way around. But it's very unique when you come to curves and vaulted stuff and all that lot. It's very unique how Rob Songer does it. So that man, I'll give him props. Rob Songer, brilliant technician of the brick. Right, what we got on here now? Right, let me see the guns. Well, we done that. I'm in Ireland. We're deemed essential workers. Yeah, we're essential workers here and all. We are essential workers. People need houses. What about the people who have bought their houses off a drawing? Yeah. So Boris calls this, okay, we're in tier whatever we're in. No one can, stop working, this, that, the other, whatnot. Okay, so what happens to Billy in June? Yeah, we've got a baby due in June. Billy in June, baby due in June. Right, and they're expecting to move into their house in March. They've paid their money. They've done everything they can. They've struggled through the COVID, probably living with one of their step parents or in a property little gaff somewhere. Can't afford there. It's all set up ready to go, and hang on, COVID's messed it up. No. Let them people, they've into their house. Let the construction trades carry on. It's really easy to do. When the bricklayers are working, most of us, if we think about it really, hod carrier comes round, drops the muck on the board, doesn't he? Boom. How close is he to you? Not that close. Boom. Is he breathing in your face? No. Are you plodding along? Yes. Is the bricklayers, two brickies close to each other? Most of the time, no. Do you meet in the middle? No. Some of you just adapt the old, if you both like going forward, one start in the middle, one go forward, one start at the corner. Then you're always at the length of your bricks away from each other, aren't you? It's easy to keep away from each other. I try and keep away from everyone else. I don't want them around me, picking on me. But you know what I mean, though? It is easy to build houses without being in contact with people. Roofers, you're up there, the air is blowing around you. Wear your masks if you have to. If you're that worried, wear your masks. When it comes to inside the houses, put one trade in a house. When do you ever not get that, really? You know what I mean? Chippy goes in. Brick dry liner goes in. Sparky goes in. Plumber goes in. One at a time. Plop, plop, plop. Easy. Job done. Just carry it on. There's too many men in this country that rely on their pay packet. All these grants that have come in, that ain't enough. Let the boys work. Right, what we got? When I was 17, I was building corners, running about college, so forth. Yeah, man. Sure, man. Good man. Once you get on that line, mate, laying the old bricks down the line, that's where you want to be. Any hobby or whatever wants to inspire to be a bricklayer, whatever, you ain't never gonna be jump straight off of the hod, pick a trowel up and go here, holla, and go boom, look at me, I'm Mike Tyson on the trowel, me, I'm the best. You ain't gonna be that. No matter how clever you think you are, you ain't. Something that's learned. It's learned by months and months and months of repetition. I was lucky in the way I was a late starter to bricklaying. Like I didn't even do my college. I'm 40 now. I didn't do my college until I was 28. But before that, I was doing it, but I weren't doing it properly, if you know what I mean. I was working with some Irish boys. I'll let you differentiate what you think when I say when I was working for Irish people. But I was working with the Irish boys there, East London, Seven Kings, and we were doing driveways, patios, brick walls, gardens, and all that sort of stuff going around. Chip, how you doing? Yeah. Cards through the door, doing the scallyway. I brought up in the town, you know what I mean, doing a trade, and I learned a lot of things through that. Not the proper way to do it, but I learned how to work and get a job done. The method of work, how to get a job done, how to set out, how to do this, how to do that, how to get the most out of. Some of these days I was on sites, believe it or not, right, this is one for you. I'm not name dropping there, but Ronnie O'Sullivan, snooker player, Manor Road, Chigwell. I built his all the front of his house, 2 big bell mouth in and out driveway, half back, finished bond into half backs around the tight radius, lights, ironwork, big pier caps, stuff in and out, block paved driveway, rumbled tegulars, grey, all done through there. I did that with an Irish geezer, Jerry, DP Paving, and me and him done that, and we made a champion job of it, you know. Ronnie O'Sullivan, good old boy. He actually gave me a snooker cue as well. He did. And his missus, this is a funny story. This is one of the funniest stories ever. His missus, she come out, and one of the other geezers there, Mark, goes, "Oh, any chance for a cuppa?" She goes, "Don't make tea, do I, Ronnie?" She goes, "No." And she wouldn't make us a cup of tea. Horrible cow. Don't think he's with her anymore. But anyway, knocked on the door and go, "Listen, she just got a brand new Mini Cooper. This is about 2005. A brand new German Mini Cooper, convertible. They were unseen at the time. No one had one. Ronnie just won some tournament, blah, 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 whatever. Bought her this car. She went, right, we went, listen, you can't put it there. We're on the Manor Road. It's a busy road. That's where we're getting the block pavers dropped off. You have to move it." She went, "Nah, it's all right. I'll chuck it over there." Went across the other side of the road on this little green bit of ransom land. Parked it up there, bounced up the curb. 2 minutes later, lorry came around and went corner, mounted the curb. Boom! Bosh! Poof, smashed her motor into a proper way. And I went to Jerry. I go, "Jerry, you want to see what's happened there?" He went, "Oh, Jesus God Almighty. You better go and knock on the door and tell her." I went, "I'm not going on that door." But I did. I knocked on there and all right. I went, "Here, your car." She went, "What?" She went, "Oh my God, money." That was so funny. And but yeah, that was a good little job we done there. And his back garden backed out on the Manor Road, on Chigwell Golf Course, 13th hole. So Jerry used to put his board up because Ronnie's house was up here, and his garden went down by lawn. I think it went down 3 stages. Jerry put his board on there, DP Paving. Brilliant. That was good. But we had a good laugh down there. We had a whacker plate nicked off the front as well. Happy days. Right, what we got in here? Oh, brilliant. Adam is the fact. Oh, I've already done all this. Right now, baby boom in the 60s, mate. It's going to happen in the 20s. You know, Straw Man. You know, 100%. There is going to be a baby boom. Everyone's fucking hot rabbits. I look on my Facebook feed, and there's so many people, right, who I never would have put together. Never ever would have put together. And then since this thing, the first COVID thing, they've been chatting on Facebook, on Messenger, or whatever. People have been doing the groundwork. Then there was a little bit of a gap. And if people didn't get together then, they're single. Now, I'll split up in that gap. So I'm abstract as normal. But there's a lot of people got together. And there will be a baby boom. 100%. Oh, yes. Happy New Year to you, Sash Window. Hoi hoi. Until you research, you can't understand the bullshit of the Great Reset. Yeah, you know, man. They won, even on the gear. Or what? You fucked. Nah, mate, nah, I'm in on the gear. I'm pissed. Hey, I'm pissed, mate. This is what Happy Geezer looks like, pissed. Jamaica. Sure, man. It's everywhere there. Yeah, man. I stayed in the grill in Jamaica. Loves it there. Tom Tribe wants to see on deck. Oi, oi. Sorry. Can't wait to get back on the footings Monday. Come on. Go on, you son. once smoked weed for days in St. Lucia. It was the best time of my life. Yeah, man. Brilliant stuff, innit? I did enjoy that. I do. I'll admit to everybody here, I'm quite liberal when it comes to like things like that. When in Rome, I'll do what the Romans do. When I'm in England, I'll have a drink. I'll go to work. I'll do my bricklaying. When I go to Amsterdam, I'll have a smoke. When I go to Jamaica, I'll have a smoke. But doesn't mean if I go to Colombia, I'll do coke. But when in Rome, you never know. I've never been to Colombia, but I would love to go there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Taylor, love weed, can't knock it. No, you can't knock it, mate. You can't knock it. I've got a few pals actually who do all that CBD stuff, all that the cream and the balms and all that lot. And yeah, I think that's a good thing. Anything that helps people who've got MS or anything like that, I'm bang up for that. And if it helps people who've got mental illness, crack on. Problem with alcohol is it makes you feel like shit the next day, unlike weed. Yeah, true, man. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, sure, man. When I was younger, when I used to smoke a bit of weed when I was younger, and that you say that next day, yeah, you don't have a hangover, but do you have a weed over? Where you have that day where you don't feel very productive, you're very like lethargic, or can't be bothered to get out of bed. It's not a hangover, but it's just like that feeling of, I'll leave that till tomorrow. You know what I mean? I find that some days, if I was smoking weed, I'd find that days were sort of weeks. You know what I mean? Where you put something off because you really couldn't be bothered. Well, I'll do that tomorrow. But if you ain't smoking weed, you're that much more productive, energized. You know what I mean? I don't know. There was a period in my time, actually, when I used to listen to things on here, on the YouTube. It was these sleep therapy things. I spoke about this before. Positive thinking, like I used to smoke weed and then listen to these positive thinking things to go to sleep to. And I'll tell you what, I always did have a good outcome out of all of that. You know what I mean? So this is something, actually, I've just remembered saying. Ain't Stuart Compton doing something called ASMR brickwork? That's where people, he's literally just laying a brick and whoosh, another brick. Whoosh, whoosh. I think that could be quite therapeutic for people to watch, fall asleep to, especially these people who've got narcolepsy and insomnia. You know? And plus, for Stuart, it's an absolute brainchild for the money, because if people do that and they fall asleep to it, and he puts on an 8-hour video, then he's getting all the revenue from 8 hours worth while you're asleep. His viewing figures are going up, ding, 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 ding. It's a brilliant money maker, definitely. Put a video on that people watch when they're asleep. Now this one might be one of them. You never know. You never know. Oh dear. Right. Any advice for Lee Walton? Needs a lady. Any advice for Lee Warburton? He needs a lady boy. Oh, does he? Told you love it, didn't you? What are you trying to say something out here? Oh, Germany's here. Manu. Wish you all the best for next year. Thank you for your videos and entertainments. P.S. Great tattoos. Why, thank you. We haven't spoke about these, have we? Yeah, well, look, right, what we've got on here, I don't know if you've seen it the right way around or whatever, but that's Madison. That's me firstborn. That's Austin, my son, my only boy. Then I had Lily, my little girl, and then Rosie. So that's me. The thought behind that. That's a battle scene between me mum and me dad. That's how I felt when them two were splitting up. So I had that tattooed on there. I had something else tattooed on here, which was all like tribal stuff, but that's been gone over. I've got this in my back, look, yeah. Have a look at that. You see that one? Now, I've got a big owl on my back. Owl with a monkey there. So I've got the owl. The owl's there because the owl can see behind itself. So it's like I've got eyes in the back of my head. Whenever I have my gang, I had quite a lot of blokes working for me at one point. I think at the maximum it was 17. But you had to have eyes in the back of your head then, I'll tell you. And the owl's got hold of a monkey. It's almost like I've always got a monkey on my back. There's always something niggling at me. Yeah, but that's not my only tattoos. I'm covered in them. I've got more out my legs everywhere. But yeah, what else we got? That's what I love about it. I love smoking before good workout, and when I do, BJ. Oh, you did jiu-jitsu. Taylor, you did jiu-jitsu, do you, bro? Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Oh, Taylor, man, that's brilliant, man. I'm really into that, Taylor. I've just seen your comment, man, about BJJ, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I love that, man. I love that sport. I did a lot of judo when I was younger. A bloke on Mersey Island, a bloke called Dougie Powell. He was a Scottish fella, Glaswegian, hard as a coffin nail. I tell you, he ran a youth camp, like a big camp in Mersey Island, in the east side of Mersey Island, which was for all. So you got council estates and stuff, and there was like a community hall, and then like the school, like the sort of the drama teacher or the music teacher or someone like that would hold this youth club, so the kids had something to do of an evening on their council estate or whether kept them out of mischief. Whether it be they just come over and they get the access to the football field or the basketball or just table tennis or whatever, or a movie, just home for the kids. Anyway, so this youth camp in East Mersey was set up. I think it was set up in the 70s, and there was a house built up there, and it was a big open area, and you could do water sports, you could camp out, you could do outside activities, and it grew and it grew and it grew. And there was a fella there called Dougie Powell and his darling wife, Sue Powell. They took it over, and I'll tell you what a brilliant couple. Dougie was just this man that had a power around him, that had an aura around him, that it attracted greatness. You know, it was like if you walked in a room and you could see even as children, like my dad or all the other kids' dads, and that, if Dougie walked in the room, it was like, you know what I mean? It was like a star. But he wasn't a big man. He wasn't a massive, huge man. But it's what he was about, what his influence was around people. He's a man I forever look up to. When I was a little shit, when I was a kid, I got a bit of community service, and I managed to get it at the youth camp. And he said, Adam, he goes, well, what did you get community service for? And I had a punch up with someone locally, and whatever, silly little thing. But Dougie didn't like the fella who I had the punch up with. So he goes, oh, you got your 80 hours community service, have you? I went, yeah. He goes, I'll tell you what, you can come here. He goes, Saturday morning, he goes, there's 6 bins around this playground. If you empty them for 4 weeks on a Saturday morning, I'll tick them off. And he did. But I repaid him because off my own back, I heard that he was short an instructor and I could do the rock climbing instructing. I could belay for people. I helped him out back. You know what I mean? And some of the stuff we did there's a rock climbing tower, like I say, go-karting, archery, orienteering. Oh, so much stuff went on down there. It was such a brilliant place. And yeah, East Mersey. So that's where the geezer, Dougie was his main reason why I got involved with Doug. Of course, what we're getting back to what Tyler said about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Dougie was a judo coach, and at the Mersey Island school, he held a local judo thing. We taught people judo. I lived in East Mersey, and so did Peter Marquin, Paul Marquin, the East Mersey boys, and the youth camp was in East Mersey. So Dougie had a little bit of a favour to us because there was like 4 lads who lived in a massive area. There was nothing around us. We had no entertainment. All we had was fields around us. All the people in West Mersey had all their pals. Everyone lived close. We had miles between us because we lived in the countryside. So Dougie took us in more. So he pushed me to become good at judo. And I was quite timid as a lad. I didn't want to hurt people. Although I was strong, didn't want to hurt anybody. And he went, "You got to get some fire up, Billy boy." And he went, slapped me. I went, "Oh, don't do that." And he went, "Well, how does that make you feel?" I went, "Don't do that to me again." He slapped me again. He went, "How does that make you feel?" And I went, "Do it again." And he would put it, "Ah!" You know, he went, "That's the feeling." Now, when you fight the geezer from Bradford for your belt grading in judo, that's how you got to feel. And I went through, and I went all the way through my judo. Well, I didn't go up to the black belt, but I went up to I think I was green, blue or green, I can't remember now. It was the lower of the two. It wasn't. If blue was higher than green, I was green. If not, it was blue. But I got a bit. I did it. It was good. I loved it. We went to all over the place fighting people. And I was with a crew of people, and we were like brothers. We went into there, and it was like, yeah, we're all stuck together. A bit like when you see these MMA things now with Khabib and all the Muslim boys and all the people who are connected to Ali's, they're all stuck together like glue. And when you see Conor McGregor and his lot with the other fella, what's his name? John Kavanagh, and how they stick together. We had a little pack of boys, and we were all hard as nails. And do you know what? As we've grown through life, and I've watched all the way through life, these people, the people who I grew up with through that little circle of friends, everyone's been a success. Because we weren't messing around, fucking around doing other shit. We've all managed success in some way or another. Yeah. So it goes a lot for that. It goes a lot for that in your well-being to get channeled and do something. Have something behind you, because it does set you up for life, having something like that behind you. I wanted to do boxing all the way through as a kid. My old man didn't want me fighting. My old man wanted me to do gymnastics, which was good at the time. He wanted me to flip around. And I can still actually, I'm not going to do it on camera, but I can still walk on my hands. Believe it or not, I was 40 years old. I can still do 30 meters on my hands. I'll make a video of it. But when I'm sober, I can still do it. That's what my dad wanted me to do, be a gymnast. I was like, nah, I don't want to be a gymnast. I want to be a fighter. I did the judo. No, I did the boxing. It weren't the boxing that ever gave me anything other than a lesson that I was too old now. When I did be boxing, I thought a younger man ran out of steam. But it is all good. What else we got on here? Dude. That's so, isn't it? White, yellow, green, brown, black. Yeah, it is. Yeah. No. AD 77. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's red, but in judo. In judo, it goes red, white, orange, yellow. No, sorry, red, white, yellow, orange, green, blue, brown, black. No, it's purple in there as well, isn't there? Hang on, no, purple's before brown. No, it goes brown, black. Happy days. Look. This is my pal. This is my pal, Younger. I was in this crowd. Yeah. I'm in this. I can't play it. I can't play it because of the copyright. But check him out. Younger. Sweet disposition. I was in there. I'm a winner. Mr. Yelver. Yeah, I'm doing my bricklaying. Think I'm Colchester with my next door neighbour. He putting me in college. Yeah, Mr. Yobot. How you doing, bro? Listen, Mr. Yobot, 44. Hit me up. Hit me up on my Facebook. Send me a Facebook friend request or whatever to do it to Ad Phyllis, AD space FILLIS, Ad Phyllis, and then send me a message as well to say you're Mr. Bot. I'll add you, and then if you're around Colchester, bro, we'll see what we can sort out. Mr. Bot 44. Okay. It's good. He's paying me $250 a week for doing it. Hang on, yeah, mate. Yeah, so what, you're gonna get $250s? Hang on. Well, I'm gonna jump back a little bit. Right, sure, man. I completed and I got my black belt in judo. I'm silent, but people don't realise how dangerous I am still. Can do the splits. Straw man, you know that, bro. You know that. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? It is brilliant, mate. Oh man. What was the move I used to do? Obviously, well, I can remember now. It's a long time ago now, but I remember Ippon Seoinage and Yoko. What was the one? What was one I used to lay down on my back? Well, Ippon Seoinage. I'm going to get up and do it. I remember Ippon Seoinage. Oh, look at Love Handles. But the Ippon was when you came in, and it's collared in, and it's the elbow in there, and it bang, and then let's move the chair. I'm doing the demo. Oh, look at the rolls. But now the Ippon was from there, and then bang, and then over, wasn't it? So what bang over the shoulder? Ippon Seoinage. I remember that one. A few other little ones for the leg and all that lot. Kickboxer, judo, who wins? It depends on the fight, Ryan. Depends on the fight. Depends on the fighter. Depends who comes in close. If he gets in close and niggly, then the judo boy's going to win. If it's kept at range, kickboxer. Classic case of Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Classic striker, boxer, influenced fighter. McGregor was a boxer, not really a kickboxer. He was always a boxer. And then you got someone like Khabib, who was a wrestler, a judo expert. You can see how quickly someone can get taken down by it. Yeah. How about this one then, boys and girls? Who do you all think is going to win out of the Gypsy King and AJ? Let's see these. I'll tell you what, I can press this button here. Right. Can we do super chats? Yeah, super chat one. Yeah, Gypsy King, you know. Have I messed this up? I don't know what I've done here. Something just came out and said, do I want super chats? I don't know what it's doing, boys and girls. Stick with me. No, no. Sorry, guys and girls. I was just messing around with me my thing. I just had a little thing pop up there with a dollar sign on the the uh the chat. And I was like, what's that about? Oh, I've got no idea what that's about. But anyway, right. So, who wins that judo kickboxer? Yeah, laugh out loud. My only kickboxer. Yeah, kickboxer would win if you can keep them at range. If you get them close, mate. If you get someone who see the gap. Say, for instance, you're a kickboxer. You throw a left jab, and you throw a right leg kick, whatever, and someone steps it and moves in, and then takes you out with your leg, picks your left leg up, and walks through you. You're on your back. Then what you're going to do? Kickboxer's game is over. So it's difficult. It's difficult to say. For me, you're all round fighter. You're all round fighter. Who's your really? I mean, if you look at it all, who has been the best all rounder? I mean, all rounder. I mean, Khabib does his thing and all that, but there's got to be a shout out for GSQ, George St. Pierre. He's got to be up there, isn't he? You know what I mean? He went through them all. He went through them all the styles. He's pretty good. John Jones been beaten. McGregor beaten. Khabib would get beaten. Khabib would get smashed. If you put Khabib against Dylan Dennis, I don't have any boys know about MMA or whatever, but Dylan Dennis is Conor McGregor's sort of like Dagestanian wrestling coach. He would smash Khabib, smash a lot of them. Watch him. Check out Dylan Dennis. Check out even what Logan Paul threw something at him the other day trying to get him to fight. Dylan Dennis will go for a lot of them. He would smash a lot of them. The Gypsy King, right, purple. Okay, he wants to make it purple. I thought solicitor versus laptop lady who wins. Yeah, you know, man. Yeah, solicitor. You know, bricklayers are the hardest on site. Yes, Lee. Fucking right they are. I'll tell you what always makes me laugh. Yeah, is you get different people on site, didn't you? And I'm not trying to typecast people here, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of cokehead, Jim Bod, scaffs in there. When you see a scaff pull up in the wagon in the 8 ton, boom, pull out, right, all of them, attitude on their face, boom, all right, stocked up to hell, shoulders like, boom, boff like that, all been on the bag, cocks like that, sniffed up to hell, boosted as hell, attitude, boom. Oh, mate, hey, listen, all you got to say is, hey, geez, hello, mate, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, listen, when you set out around your bottom lift, yeah, can you just set your bottom lift out? Can you just give us 2 inches around? When you put your putty in, keep it 2 inches back from the corner. 3 inches, 4 inches, even better, but minimum 2. Do they fuck? Bang, straight into the corner. Boff. You try and get your profile down there with a spanner. Wankers. Fucking scaffolders. That's why MMA is the best all round. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Exactly that, bro. I 100% agree with you, mate. It is brilliant because you don't know on any one day the boxer could win. One day the kickboxer could win. One day it could be the Jiu-Jitsu man. One day it could be him, that or the other. I'll tell you one, I'll give one. Andre Adesanya. The, what do they call him? The style bender, the last style bender. He's good. He's fucking good. Strawman, Dylan Dennis. No chance, half that load. Strawman, have a good look, mate, Strawman. Have a good look. Have a good look at Dylan. Watch some of the stuff he does, mate. He's fucking awesome. Trust me. Trust me, mate. I've seen him do stand up and grab like two people standing there, and Geezer's just gone to faint with a feint. He's grabbed his hand, pulled it in, legs over around the neck, and gone bang, arm lock from standing at range. He's awesome. Khabib will return. He is the best about that. Yeah, Khabib is awesome, mate. He is awesome. But I do think Khabib struggles to the weight cut for the 155. When he bangs up to the 170, there's boys there 190 who are going to come down, and Khabib ain't got the power to manhandle them and do that twisting leg shit, because Khabib is a master of snapping up the legs. He'll take away your legs, and then once your legs are gone, a lot of people, i.e. McGregor, Gagey, the list goes on, all the people that Khabib's gone through. Once he takes the legs, they're done. You only got to find one man who can work that. I think Khabib with a good left-hander on his chin would fold. Well, there we go. Right. What else we got on here? Ryan Patterson, Gypsy King. You know, mate. Up the Gypsy King. Go on, you big dosser. I'll tell you what, that second fight with your man Wilder, Deontay Wilder, you big dosser. I beat you in my back garden. You're a bum. And he was a bum. And Fury knew it. I was never convinced by Wilder. I watched him, all of his fights, all the way through. I've been a fight fan for years. And from when Wilder beats Stiverne, walked through him on the second one, that's really when I discovered him. When he beats Stiverne. Before that, I didn't know him, I'll be honest. Didn't really know who he was or what he was doing. I'd heard of him a little bit in a few chats that I'd heard from that geezer Kugan Cassius. Big up IFL TV, Kugan Cassius. He said about that and Wilder. Fury talking about Klitschko and Wilder and that, but I never really paid much attention to Wilder fella. But then I saw a few of his fights and thought, "Fool, this geezer's got a sticky right hand on him." Bang. I think Joshua will beat Wilder. I think he would, unless he got clipped. Puncher's chance. But I think a 1-on-1 between AJ and Wilder would be an AJ just body him up, and then bang, uppercut, big right hook. And I think that'll be game over for Wilder. But who is going to be number one? Fury, AJ. Oh, my money's on Fury. Who's your money on? Who's your money on, people? Put it in the comments. Who's your money on? AJ, Fury. What, Dylan Dennis, Khabib will return. Adam, what's this one? Adam, do day work with Charlie? Would be great content. Joanne. Yeah, me and Charlie. I'll tell you what. Do you know what, actually? I was looking through my phone. I've actually got a video of me and Charlie on the same site. I really have. I've got a video of me and Charlie together. Believe it or not. It's a long time ago. I'm not putting it out yet, though. I'm not putting it out. I was doing, I think Charlie was down. I'm up on the, I think it's a 4-story townhouses. And then it's like a terrace, loads of them. And every semi, there's a parapet wall. So every 2 plots, parapet wall on the roof. And I was up there, and they went, no, what, at the brickies and that. Everyone's like, oh, I'm not going there. It's too high. I'm scared. I'm like, oh, fucking pussies. So there was me, Charlie Collison. There was Dan Draper. He was there. He was down on the bottom. There was John O'Walkley, and there was Dave Walkley, and Darren was the ganger, and Dave was sort of like improving at the time. And he went, "Actually, what are you doing?" And I went, I don't care. I'll go up there. You and Dave got up there. So me and Dave did it, and I said to Dave, and I think I had like a Samsung, an old Samsung phone, but or like a Nokia. I know it's like remember the Samsungs used to have free kick football on. One of them ones, flicky one. I think Dave filmed it on that. And I'm walking up the Chippy's, the roof has been on. It's felted and battened, and it's all been leaded. And we had to put the stonework on the parapet. And I'm walking up the slats, up the fucking up the battens with these big stones on my shoulder, and I bed one on with 2 lines and that. And I think Charlie's in the background down the bottom, putting the top on the wall. But yeah, me and Charlie, we will do it. We will do it. We live locally to each other. Believe it or not, right? Me and Charlie, like when we worked together and that, he was a bit younger than me and stuff, but he was more advanced than me already because I came into the game late. He'd done a bit and all that lot, and like a couple of times me and Charlie go at each other. But then as we grew a little bit longer, we realised we were pretty cool with each other, you know what I mean? And I ain't got a bad word to say about the bloke. And I will say something brilliant. I love his dad. I love Charlie's old man. He's a top bloke, is Darren. I play snooker with him for years now in the snooker league. He's a better player than me, and all we play on a handicap. I think he's like 14 points. We do it on 7s because of the black. I think he's two blacks in front of me. I think he's got 14 on me. So if I played Darren, his dad, he'd give me 14 points. And he played me, and I was beating him. I was beating him really good. I had a really good frame, one of my best frames of my life. And then Darren went boom, 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 and he went boom, and it was 1 point, and he done me on the black, and I went, I was devastated. But then we ended up 1-1 that night, and then the next time we played, I beat him 2-0. I was like, yes, I beat him, and he gave me a cuddle. He bought me a pint. He's a lovely bloke. He really is. Yeah, top man. I can't give enough props to both of them, Charlie and his dad. 2 top men, fucking brilliant people. I wish them all the success in the world. I really do. Right, what we got? Vinyl fencing, keep smiling. Musha, Ryan Patterson, love your style. Yeah, man. Yo. What we got here? Adam has to go out to celebrate and drink. Have a nice evening to you and everyone. Happy New Year. Yeah, go on, Germany. Have fun. Go out, have your fun. We're on lockdown, so I'm stuck indoors. Final fence and park your motor right. My motor's parked out front, mate. It's parked out there, locked up. Keys are safe. I am not using that car tonight. Adam, there is 170. There is 170, mate. Yeah, you are right. 170. You're getting up 170 there. Some big boys in the 170. Could Khabib take Darren Till down? There's a fight. Khabib Till on the 170. Could you put Khabib against Tyrone Woodley? There you go, straw man. Have a think about that. Tyrone Woodley. Corey's got a fucking hell of a right on him. Khabib, you picker. No, it's not. Now, it's now Tyson AJ, the drug dealer. AJ, yeah. Yeah, he used to sell the gear. 100% Fury, yeah, right. But hey, great touch. Cheers, bro. Yeah, I've got a few on me and I, mate. I've got a few on there. I've got some good ones on my leg as well. I'm going to get naked on you, but yeah, I've got a few on my leg. Yeah, I'm getting some more as well. I've got a lot more to be done. I've got my chest done around my nips and that. But nothing on my belly yet. Nothing on my sides. Got some on my back, bit my arms. But the first thing I'm going to finish is my left leg. I'm going to complete that. That's nearest. I've got from me ankle to my knees finished, and I've got a massive tiger on my thigh as well. I've got in Thailand. My tiger. Yo. What was this? Ah, yes. For the Bricky. What have I missed? Destroy the mass curry. Oh, Bob, mate. Yeah, go on, son. Hope you enjoyed that, bro. Now get on the piss. Love it. Sure, man. I love Charlie. He is class. So humble as a guy. You too. I like chalk and cheese. Yeah, well, yeah, we are a little bit. We are a little bit like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Have you seen? Have you seen like I don't know. We are different, me and Charlie. Yeah, we ain't the same. But that's the beauty of YouTube, isn't it? You know what I mean? Do you know what? Some people have actually said to me, they go, "Oh, you're just coming on here copying Charlie Carson." Boom, it's not like that at all. It really ain't like that. I've never come on it, step on anybody's toes or anything like that. And just because I know Charlie and he does a bricklaying channel, don't mean I'm here to step on his toes. Because he's got his own followers and he's doing far better than me. So I'm sort of in his wake or whatever. I just came to YouTube, right, as a simple geezer, yeah. Came on YouTube as one day, if you go back through my videos, go back to July something, you see me, a little epiphany. I was driving along in my car and I went, do you know what? I'm always filming stuff, this, that, and the other, what I do in my life. I'm going to become a YouTuber. Let's give it a go. And now I'm here, where I am. I've got 2,000 followers, and it's not brilliant. It's not brilliant. It's not world shattering. It's nothing amazing, but it's something. You know what I mean? I've started doing what I wanted to achieve. I wanted to do this YouTube thing. I love making videos. I love sharing my life and what I do with people. Sometimes it might not float your boat. Sometimes I'll do a little vlog. You might not like what you see. Oh, that's boring. I'm not interested. But someone else that might be interested. You know what I mean? So I just do what I do, and I'm trying to keep the masses happy. You know, if I experience something that's cool, I want to share it with people. Um, you only get one shot at life. You can sit there and be a follower, or you could be a leader. So I've chosen to jump out and lead something, lead a little charge. Boom! But you know, I'm not trying to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I just want everyone to see what I do, and experience what I do. You know, and it's unfortunate that when I started it, well, when I had the epiphany to do it was in COVID, because I had nothing to do. Because I was sat here in this room that you can see. This is how humble I am. I live in a studio flat. I'm 40 years of age. I'm living in a studio flat. I've split up with my missus. She's got the house. I live by myself in a studio flat. I've got a big TV, a double bed, a kitchen, and a bog. But I'm still happy. And I achieve stuff, and I go around the world and I do this and I do that. So never let anything get you down. You could be at the bottom of the earth, right down the bottom there, like a little amoeba on a flea on a rat. You can come up and do what you want. So be positive, people. Pow! Do it. Right, well, I love China. Haha, you pissed. You get your words out, mate. You know, Mr. Spraggin. Love, best, flower power, man. Yeah, you know. What's up, broski? Hope you had a good Christmas, New Year. Yeah, man. I've been here by myself. Boom, the whole thing since Christmas Eve, I saw Talbot, Nick, Lenny and Steve. Then we went from tier 2 to tier 4. So I haven't been able to see anyone other than my bubble buddy, Mr. Tom Coe. I saw him because he's the same as me. He's by himself, don't see his family or whatever. So he just stays in his, he's got a little studio like I have, but he just lives up the road from me. So we just go and meet each other. He don't mix with anyone. I don't mix with anyone. We just mix with each other, which is cool. He's the only person I see. So that's cool though, isn't it? We've all got to have someone, some little support bubble. You know what I mean? From this angle, this looks like you're about to hit the bong. Kid. Sure. Seen you out with his missus and said he was a nice guy on the stream. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I will get them pictures up of me and Charlie back in the day. And yeah, I did see him. We was me and Tom Coe actually. We're just walking through Debenhams. We were coming out, and he came in. And I went, "Oi!" And he went, "Oi!" And he both of us went, "Oh!" It was like a little moment made in heaven. He went, "All right, mate, how you doing?" Boom. And he went to his missus. He goes, "Here, get the GoPro out." He goes, "This is Adam. Hello." We had a little chat. It was nice. It was nice to see him again. But yeah, as soon as we get to play snooker again, because that's one of my hobbies, is my snooker. I love my snooker. I play in the Essex League, and I say Darren, Charlie's dad, he's really good at it, you know. But we play in league, and yeah. I'll get Darren on there, and hopefully me and Charlie will get to do something together one day. If it's a little job, that Charlie goes, you know what? It's a tiny little job, a little garden wall or something silly. I can just go around there. You know what I mean? I don't want the money for it. Just pop around there and go hello, and just help him out of it. And he does this bit, I do mine. And to be honest, Charlie's a brilliant bricklayer, but he needs a little bit of the ad editing help, I think. I'm just putting that out there, but I could help him with that, I think. Right, positive vibes, yeah. Go on, right, go Neil. Square on, you and Charlie. Square go. You and Charlie, fucking quality, scrap lads, sort it out. Yeah. Do you know what? Baz Mitch. You know what? Like, I have been waiting for that comment. I've been waiting for that comment for a long time. A lot of people. I was expecting that for a long time because Charlie used to box, didn't he? Charlie used to do a bit of boxing. Charlie had a fight with my mate Spencer. Yeah. You boys. They are. But there are my 12s. Got my 12s on there, boys. Pop. No, but yeah. That's mental, will it? But yeah, somewhere said about that. About me and Charlie doing that. Do you know what? I'm 10 years older than Charlie. Yeah, and my last fight I had in the ring, I lost. I lost to a 24-year-old ex army boy when I did mine. I've only had one charity boxing fight. I fought a geezer called Adam Glass for ultra white collar boxing. He was 24. I was 40. I've just shy of 40, about 39 and a couple of months to go to 40. But I did it right in the first round. Second round, I did it right, and then I see an opening. I went left jab, left hook. So bang, quick, and took him off his step a little bit. Followed up with a big right with bang. put it on him, and he put it back to the corner. But then I was like, yeah, I'm here. I've got it. I've staggered him. Go for the kill, and it's a natural instinct, isn't it? You know what I mean? You go, right, yeah, bang, I've got him back. I've got him on the back step. Take it into him. And he went back in the corner, like, and he put his gloves up high. And I went body, bang, I brought his glove down and went bang, with a left hook to the head. Then I went right, left, and I kept I went head hunting. And I barraged about 5 or 6 shots to his head. Bum, bum, bum. And it gassed me. I was putting them all into it. Then he went in for the hug. Boff hugged into me. And then we got separated by the ref. Back in the court, back in the centre of the ring. And yeah, after that, then it was a bit of like I was gassed. And he was sort of like staggering a bit, but coming into me and throwing his jab and that, but I wasn't really defending. And then I got caught by a left hook. Boff on my chin. And the ref gave me, I didn't go down, but the ref gave me a standing 8 count. And he looks at me and goes, right, do you want to carry on? I went, yeah. He goes, put your gloves up. And I went, I went, you what? And he went, put your gloves up. And I went, I can't. And he went down and he wiped it off. But I still raised a couple of grand for charity. So happy days. What we got on here then? What else we got on here? Right. So Square got it. Yeah. People who watch it happen, people who make it happen, and there's people who think, what the fuck happened? Bob the Bricky, you know, mate, 100%. There is, isn't there? There's watchers, there's participants, and there's doers, mate. And I'm a doer because I'm at an hour. This is an hour and a half I've been on here. There. Now looking at the statistics here, I've had 195 people watching what we've been saying here. I mean, mad, isn't it? Oi, world's best idiot, Tom Coe, everybody! Yeah! Tom Coe, I'll tell you, he's a character. Tom Coe is a character and a half. I never knew that geezer 2 years ago, believe it or not. He got introduced to me by a friend of mine who was another bricky who's got his own gang, his family of bricklayers. You know, you get the father and the 5 sons and the grandsons. It's one of them families, and they took this lad on Tom Coe. And when I was in the pub, I see a couple of lads, went, all right, boys, how you doing? What are you doing? Da, 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 da. This lad, Tom Coe, come in. Oh, this is our newest one. And he was a ground worker. Come off of there, and he'd been doing a bit of flaunching up, doing all the manholes and bricking up the old engineering and that in the manholes and all that sort of stuff. Learning. And then Kenny, my mate, was doing footings, and he come over and he went, yeah, I'll come over there. And he came over there, and now he's slowly but surely trying to get into he's doing splashes now, and now he's getting into doing the superstructures. He's starting to come of age now, such where he can lay a neat brick at a pace, not just slash them down and look dog shit. Because you can do what you want in the footing as long as the splash is nice and the levels are right, you know what I mean? But Tom's getting there now, so he's sort of like my little prodigy. But he came with me for a little while, and we were doing a 9-inch wall in Whittam, and I'd done mine, and I had a squinted corner, so I couldn't profile it for some reason, and it was all hand built and all that lot. And Tom had a nice little nice and right angle corner, easy corner, and I built mine, and he was still struggling with it, and I came around and went, oh my god. And in the end, we went home that night, and I wasn't happy with it, but I knew it was bad, that end, but my end was good, and I thought, oh, will we get away with it? And I got the phone call, and the subby went, look, Ads, I know you're all right. Can you get rid of your mate? And I went, oh no, I had to get rid of my mate. I had to get rid of Tom Coe, but that was a few years back now. He's improved now, and guess what? The bloke who told me to get rid of him took him on a couple of weeks back before Christmas, so he's there now anyway. So that's good. So the geezer who put him down said he was shit. He has now brought him back. So that's good. It's all good. Ronnie used to play down the Grove Snooker Club near me. Was a ledge. Yeah, he did, mate. Yeah. Hats and glasses indoors. Can't beat smoking a bit of weed. Straw man. Nah, Adam Charlie keeps it real. No edit. Keep it real. Yeah, you know, mate. You know. When I do my videos, Charlie said this to me actually when I actually saw him in Debenhams that day. He said to me, he goes, yeah, you do your videos, blah blah blah. I don't do any editing. I'll say, do you know what? I don't really edit. I don't really have to edit my videos either. All I have to edit is, when I do this, boom, then I take my hand away and press stop. So I cut that bit out so it goes black to black. I do the transition stuff. That's the editing I do. All my work, you'll never see me edit a piece of work. If I build something, it gets built. And that's it. If you see me build something that's got to come down, I'll film me taking that down. And I'll explain the reason why I'm taking that down. And even if it's the most stupidest of things. Here we go. Hello, Jamie. How you doing? Welcome to YouTube Live. Yeah. Oh, you pussy.
Tom. My name's Tom Coe.
Say it loud.
My name's Tom Coe.
We were just talking about Tom Coe. All right, Jamie, listen, I'm doing a live, bro. I'll call you back. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jamie Riley. Jamie Riley, he's one of the doormen on the nightclubs in Colchester. He rang me up to see how I'm doing. Probably wondering why I'm not gurning on his shoulder. Happy days. Sure, man, that guy looked gay. I can assure you, Jamie ain't gay, mate. Christ. What's this? What we got here? Adam, I think you've had a few bodies. Take care. Love you, Maria. How you doing? Maria, I wish you would send a picture to me on my email. You got it. You can see it. It's fearlast@gmail. Send me a picture because you've been messaging me on there for years and not years, but for months now. I'd love to put a face to a name. Don't be shy. It's all right. It's all good. Bob Bricky, my best mate 20 years ago. I was his best mate. He worked for me. I sacked him. Bob, mate, it's how it goes, isn't it? It's happened, mate. It's happened. I've had some brilliant pals. Do you know what, right? I was working with this geezer. Called Dan. Yeah, Dan Richardson. Pick up Dan Richardson. Boom. Well, he'll come on there. He's a couple of years younger than me. Very good bricky. I could outpace him, but he's very knowledgeable and he liked to do things right, and I can't fault him on that. He was always neat and tidy. Got the hump every now and then, but spot on, mate. Couldn't fault him. I thought me and him were going to go and do it. I thought we were going to go and do it properly, you know what I mean? We were getting to the stage where we were waiting for subbies and that, and then I thought, like, a couple more jobs, we'll get through them, and then we can start doing our own. But it didn't happen because I landed this job in Wethersfield. I've got 9 houses to build. 9 big houses. I think the cheapest one was $7,500. 750 grand. There was 2 of them, then an 850, and then 3 875s, and then one of them was, I think, was 900 grand. I think, and they were big old plots, big plots, and we done them. Me and Dan, we went over there. I had a bloke called Greg with me, and Richard, Connor, Dave, Oh, loads of blokes. Silky, his gang came over for a little while. Loads of blokes came over there. We're building this place. It's all on my AF Construction Withersfield job. Now we're looking out over a valley. Really nice houses. They're traditional build. 4-inch brick. These old buff bricks. But they've got them as seconds. They were crap. They were buff bricks, yeah, but they looked like they'd been on the moon. They had these craters in them, these little like blemishes in heat and bubbles in them. They were an awful brick. You go clean, take a surplus off, and it's like catching. Horrible brick. Small, came up small. So everything was set out down the bottom in engineerings and that. So, and then after engineerings, it went bang into these, and these came in. Like normally you got a 215 brick, and these were coming in at 212s, 211s. So you had massive perps of them. Oh, pain in the arse. But we've done the site. We've got the whole thing up. And then when we got to plate lift, and 3 of these plots, ones that looked over the field, they had a 3rd story, and it was like what you do in timber. You do your trusses with your attic trusses. You'd square up and you'd strengthen your beams. You strengthen your trusses, make a square in the middle, and you make it to the capacity you can get. But you strengthen everything up. But this place, they went, nah, we're going to do the house is brick all the way through the bottom. The whole thing's brick. No pad stones, no nothing. Boom, just traditional build. Block work on the downstairs internal. Block work on the 1st floor internal. 7 newtons downstairs, 3.5s on the 2nd. Then they put on pad stones at the top of that. And then they put a steel frame on the loft. Fucking great steel frame. They crane these steel frames up. They had to go on before we built the gables. So you've got to imagine, right? We're building a 3-story house, which is 2.4 plus your things. So we're at 5.5 meters at plate. Then they put this steel frame on there. Yeah, but this steel frame is 150 mil away from the gable, and they're going to put their straps into it. But they need the gable built. But this gable end, I'm telling you, it's an 8-meter gable. Boom, high pitch, boom, right up so high. So I've got to build a block work and a brickwork gable, freestanding up 8 meters, and this is windy in the middle of a field. 8 meter freestanding, wouldn't happen, couldn't happen. I had the scaffolders up there doing the lift, 2 meters, pinning it up, pinning it up, pinning it. We got to the top. I lost so much money on that because when we got to the gables and the boys, I was paying them day work. I was paying all the boys £200 a day work over there, and I was on price. I took the whole thing with my contract, I was earning. But when we got there, everyone bounced, left me to them. I've done all them gables, mate. All them gables. Everyone had their day all the way through. Earning £1,000 a week, every week. No problem. Taking home their 800. Happy days. Which is good for boys who just plod in. Nice, easy job. Nice and local to everyone. And got to the gables, they all bounced. They thought their grass was greener. So I've done all that. I finished it on my own. Me and Dave Brown, we finished it. We done the whole rest of that site, me and Hoddy. And we still did. We still made our money. I still covered our money, mate, and I still made money. I weren't on me, well, I was on when I had everyone there, but I still earned a good living. Dave was paid, and we got it all done. But then after that, I come away from there, and then the grass is always greener, innit? I've had both of them boys who jumped, both of them have rung me and asked me for a job since then. So, the Tricky Brickies, mate, they all want to be part of the Tricky Brickies now. Right, where are we now? Right, let's have a little look through here. What's Wiggy, right? Sure, man. That kind of gay. That's Ripper. Yeah, oi, straw man. He ain't gay, bro. Oi, stand next to him and tell him he's gay. He's a big Dorman fella. He's a big lad. When you gonna top that glass up? That's a pint. Let's top that up now, shall we? Think you'll be still going to Thailand from Will? No, mate. No. I'm going to carry on with my Thailand countdown. I'm going to crack on with that. And hopefully it still happens. But I have spoken to my friend, Graham, who's a bloke who I've known for a lot of years, who lives in Thailand and works in the, in Thailand. He works over there. I won't say his job because, it's not up to me to tell his job, but he's well in with the Thailand government anyway, and he's told me that he goes, look, it's back to lockdown. You're not looking at like getting your visa until March minimum, and then it will be a 2-week minimum one. So I've got my flight booked for April the 8th. As it stands, I'm not going to cancel that. I can adjust it for a little bit later, but I'm going to stick with my guns. If anything, I'm going to change my return date, because if I have to do 2 weeks of quarantine in Thailand when I arrive there, I don't want to go over there just for 2 weeks. If I'm there for 4 weeks, I've got to do 2 weeks quarantine. That allows me 2 weeks of holiday. That's no good to me. So I'll change my return flight. At the moment it stands, I'll go April the 8th and return on May the, I think it's 4th or the 5th. So I'll change that to a later return date. So I have my 2 weeks and then 4 weeks in Thailand if it's available. Yeah, the cost, an extra cost of doing this GSQ thing is probably going to be about £1,000, which is an unexpected cost for a trip. Another grand, not something which I needed, but I'm sure I can accommodate another £1,000. Yeah, to make it happen. To make it happen. Well, give me 2 seconds. I've just got to get a can of Coke. Right, so I want to hear some questions of people. To do with what you're doing in the new year. What's your plans? Where are you going? What are you doing? I know you most of you are brickies and all that lot, but what's your plans? What are you doing with your lives? Where are you going? What are you doing? Right, let's go through these. Ryan Patterson, why did you stop your 17-man gang? Well, there was that many people there, bro. And I'll tell you what, when it was at that point, I was working and I was going to Thailand. I did that in 2018. Hang on, give me 1 second. Hang on, I'll answer that. Yo, I'm back. Yo, fatty. Yeah. Yeah, no, the 17, yeah, when I had all my boys, and I was doing, that was the year 2018, so I went end of mid 2017, I split up with my wife, lovely Dawn, beautiful lady. We had a few differences and stuff. I had a bit of a row with somebody, next door neighbour, had a bit of a drama with him. He'd been a bit rude to my wife's father, been rude to my wife, a few other things, this and that. And then he came to my door one night and gave me the big one night, and I did something silly. I regret, but Dawn, my wife, her father was police, and when his son-in-law or whatever I was dealt with something old school, didn't run too well, so that caused a bit of a rift, and then we split up. So that was mid 17, and then the geezer who's been sort of my father figure for the last 10 years, a bloke called Terry, he came when I got married to Dawn. He was my best man, so I looked after him, made sure he came with me, this and the other. We got married in Vegas and done all this, and Terry was with me the whole way, you know. So I split up with Dawn, we finished, and then in that little gap, Terry hit the numbers on the lottery, and Terry won £13,000. So he said to me, look, he goes, I've been everywhere in the world that Talbot had been. He told me, he goes, Ad, why don't you go to Mexico? Brilliant. Maya pyramids, blah, blah, blah. Told me to go there. I went there. Why don't you go to Jamaica? I went to Bob Marley's, where he lived. Blah, blah, blah. I did that. Why don't you go to Thailand? I went to Thailand. Blah, blah, blah. So anything Terry did, he was almost like my father figure. And he was saying, come on, do this, do this, do this. You'll love it, you'll love it. So Terry said to me, oh, well, you spell your missus, blah, 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 blah. I've won some money. Let's go to Thailand. I went, yeah, I'm up for that. But I made it bigger. I went, come on, what we'll do is we'll do a round the world thing for Christmas. We'll do 3 weeks. We'll do a week here, a week there, blah, blah, blah. We'll circle and navigate the world. So he went, yeah, I'm up for that. So then we went, right, Bob, and we looked on the internet and all that lot, and we left it late to book. Terry was going, I was like, let's book it. I was earning quite well. I think at the time I was earning like 16 to 1800, like before tax. So I was taking home 1200, 1300 quid a week on price, smashing it, doing good, you know what I mean? Bricklayer high life. So I was doing well. I had loads of blokes working for me. They were all getting day work. Say they were earning, you know what I mean, they were laying 300 quid worth of bricks a day. They were getting 200, but every bloke had to put 50 quid towards a hobby, blah, 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 blah. So basically I was probably making 25, 30, maybe 40, 50 quid. Some days 50 quid a bloke. When you had a few blokes, whatever, some days you could earn 400, 500 quid. If you were lucky, if you had the right runs, the right work, blah, 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 but you can make good money. I kept the game going for a long time, so I deserved it. So I had plenty of coin. Talbot had plenty of coin, and we went, well, Bob, right, we're going to do it. And I went, right, Bob, went on the internet, and we were in the Legion, and we were playing snooker. I went, come on, Talbot, you up for it or not? Mano. Don't mess me around. Talking about it is one thing. Talk is cheap. Money where your mouth is. I'll pay for it. Book it, yes or no. Money where your mouth is. He went, looked around everyone went, he went, yeah, fuck it, do it. I went, bang, done it. We got two flights, premium economy on Thai Air direct 12 hours, 30 minutes, I think. Premium economy. And we did it. And we flew over there. We stayed Bangkok the first night. That was a shithole. We both stayed, got a massage and what else. And we went out on the piss. Then he goes, go to the patio. And he wanted to go back to the patio to see if he could find this bird that he met years and years ago. Bearing in mind, Talbot's turning 59 this year. So he's 19 years older than me. So he's like my dad, but a brilliant geezer. And he goes, I want to go, we'll go here. So I'm like, boom, we got a cab. We went there. Because we go out and we got this hotel and everywhere was booked up. And we paid well over the odds. We were paying 25, 30 quid a night. Everyone else was paying a tenner for a hotel, but we were there. We went in this bar. First bar we went in, the best looking bird in there, beeline for me. That was it. Rest of the holiday, I was with her. Man, it was funny. One night I went out with her and her sister. Talbot stayed in. I came back to my hotel. I went, oi. I went, Talbot. I went, boom, mate. And dog, you got a room, buddy, tonight. And I threw the one I was with, sister. Get in there. Shut the door. He goes, what the fuck? I went, don't worry, I paid for it. Oh, dear. Then we had a little split up. Talbot went up for the madness I was up for. And then we all went to Kalat. We met the Verdi's family. We had rats, snakes in the middle of the countryside. That was mental. Kalat. Unbelievable. All right. Well, we know. Well, what? Why did you start at 17 May? I think I answered that. Right. Sure, man. I live on an estate in Ashby. Average house price is 1.1 million. I laugh as they are well overpriced. Sure, man. Do you know what? I can totally agree with you on that, bro. I see places there. I'm building these ones now, right? This geezer says to me, the site agent, Rob, he come up to me and he goes, it's an old cliche, the old site agent always says this. He goes, if you were paying £750,000 for a house, would you want that? Look down your nose at you and you go, you're a horrible cunt. You think, what, you calling me a mug? You think my work's rough? Because that's what they're saying, isn't it? You think, no, it's not what I'd want. But if I was paying £750,000 for a house, I'd pay an architect who knew that the material that I'm building the house out of works. Because this is the biggest problem I see in brickwork throughout the UK. Architects want you to build a house out of brick that doesn't work brick. So if you've got a window coming from a corner of a house, if it's not 900, 1350s, 1800 from that corner, and then the actual window size, whether it's a 450 window, a 1050, 900, whatever it is, as long as it works brick, so you ain't got a 3/4 size, then you've got a house that's worth that money. Until then, you haven't got a house that's worth that money. You've got a house that's been cut to fit a chippy. Yeah. But the raw material of the house, a brick built structure, is now being cut to suit another trade. Now that's wrong. If you're building something out of brick, the chippy works to the brick. There's too many site agents in this land at the moment that have got a chippy and an abacus and a chippy mentality about them. It's wrong. But I can go deeper about this. I could really go deeper about this. Really, it's the brick that's wrong. Yeah. Because every brick should really be 190. 190, 200 with a perp for it to work. To work inside and outside. 190 bricks. 90 bricks. Yeah, so two bricks make 200. One brick makes 100 mil. Boom, boom, boom. That's what it should be. The brick industry hasn't changed to metric. Yeah. Might have done it in gauge, but not in length. So that's something which really needs to be amended before you can get absolute unison between Chippy, Bricky, and everyone really. And everyone, because most of the time we work in between two lots of measurements, isn't you? I mean, look what happens when you get to a joist lift. Yeah. We provide as bricklayers, you bring up whatever it is on the inside, brickwork, blockwork, 2-4, normally head of joist height, isn't it? 2-1 for your first door, 300 mil above, a foot, old school foot, bang on there. And then what do the chippies do? They chuck on a 270 joist. So where's the 30 mil? But then they want the window from the floor, so they had the 20 mil, so you're 10 mil out. So you got your 270 joist, your 20 mil of that shitty board. What they spunk all that crappy glue. I'll tell you, that glue. They spunk all that, but you're 10 mil out. But then you got to get your next window right. So you got 10 mil bump for all that lot, and everyone goes, "Oh, it's only 10 mil. It's only 10 mil." And the site agent says, "Oh, it's only a little bit of glue. Just got to scrape it off." If I left a plate with snots of muck all over it, and the chippy came up to go and put his plate on it, he'd go, "That's no good. I can't do that." But when we go on there, and the chippy's been on there, and he's spunk that glue everywhere. One thing that annoys me the most, which doesn't really affect me, is when it's all over the floor, and you go to scrape a bit of muck off the floor, clean up, and you catch it. But what's worse is when it spunks along and you're doing the beam fill, and it's everywhere. If that was me, I'd be asked to clean it up, but the chippy gets away with it. That's what I say about that. There we go. How many labourers do you have? I think maximum, I think I had 5. 5, I think. Well, I think it was 4. Actually, no, I think it was 3 good hotties. No, say it was 4, first of all. Thinking back, one of them was shit. No, I think I had 3 good hotties at one point, and 2 what you wouldn't call hotties, just labourers. So 5. When I was 17, I was a working foreman. Yeah, and it was like 8, 9 trails, and then the rest were holidays or whatnot. Yeah. What hourly rate? What's the hourly rate down your way for a brickie? Hourly rate around Culture Way. Well, most, if you think day work brickies around my way, and most of day work boys are 180s for their shift. I think most shifts at the moment are 8 till 4 winter time. Summertime, I mean, I always knew my day, when I was day work, it was 7:30 till 4:30, but you wouldn't really start laying a brick until 8, would you? And then it was trails down at 4:15, clean it, you never got another tub after 3. But yeah, day work ones are on 180s, 190s, and you price bricklayer. The way I see it is, if you work the same hours as a day worker, but you earn more, then it's worth doing price. When you first start sites, it's not the easiest. When you first start a site, you can't expect to come on a site on price, not knowing the house, not knowing the method, not knowing what the site requires, all that. Like, it's difficult to make money. But once you know the houses, there's no excuse. So what we've done over there so far on that site, although we're getting 600,000, and 16 on the block. But then you've got trays being established here, there, and everywhere that are not in normal positions. But then until you do the first plot, when you know where they are, then the next time it's just second nature in it, because you go, oh, what, by that bay, we've got to put that in. Or we've got to put these little plastic things in now. It's new things every lift in it. You know what I mean? When you start another lift on a new site, then they go, oh, we do this. They go, oh, right, okay, we can pay for this. Whatever, oh, it's in the price, or whatever. Blah, blah. Then you find out you stagger tray things instead of just a normal damp over a lintel, or big old damp, or a staggered damp above a bay window or whatever. Then, oh, we're putting in these plastic trays specific for this, and you got to groove out this and that, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, we're doing an expansion joint above bay windows, up the reveals, but only for 4 courses, but you've got to put a damp tray in at 3. You know what I mean? And all this sort of shit. You get all these stupid ideas. The way I look at it is, if you've got a bay window and you've got all these trays established here, there, and everywhere, they do fuck all. They do nothing. The only one that does anything is the band lift one, the one which the bay window comes into the house, like that, and then the lead goes up, goes bang like that, and then I put my tray in. So the lead comes in, say, 9 inch above the bay window where it hits the house. Lead goes in there, boff, goes in the joint, 10 mil, 20 mil, whatever it is. I've got a tray from that point, from the inside, going up, bump, going up 225. And normally that's landing a couple of courses below the window for the upstairs bedroom or whatever it is. That's normally where they pop in. But all these trays beneath, they're pointless, because the one at the top's going to catch it all. If anything's coming down from that roof to cause that damp, the top one's going to catch it. All these capillary trays, they're bullshit. All they're doing is stopping insulation being pumped in there, causing problems. Oh well. Right. Here's one. I've lived in a state Ashby, but I've done that. What's the hourly rate of a brickie? I've done that. I'm going the wrong way with my finger. Hang on. That's it, Adam, mate. Get the vodka. Fucked. Clean into the glass. You know, bro. Happy day, Milne. El Milne. El Milne, you always comment on my videos, bro. I want to give a massive fucking Desi a third. A massive shout out to you, bro. You always comment on my videos. Happy days, man. I hope you have a brilliant New Year's, mate. And next year you have a really good one. One day, bro. One day, you never know. You never know. I've got a couple of things planned for next year. One of them, you boys might be interested in. You might. I'm gonna do. Have you seen what Americans do? They do brickwork championships, don't they? Yeah. Why don't we have one? why don't we have a brickwork championship? Yeah, where everyone in here, in my group, Charlie's, Stuart's, all of that, I'm going to get it through everybody. Now you watch them all. You watch them all now. Jump on this idea and jump on the bandwagon. But I think we should have a little brick off. I really do. I think I could organise it, and I think I could get loads of sponsors to go with it as well. In America they do it, and people win trucks and cars and all that lot. So why the hell can't we do it here? I think that'd be brilliant. I think it'd be absolutely superb. So watch this space. We might be able to do it. We might be able to do it. How about that? All you brickies on there, or non-brickies, can come and have a go and see if you're quicker than a tricky bricky. Quicker than the old ads. I'll get Charlie down there as well. You know Charlie will be there. Charlie'll be after that Rolls Royce, won't he? The old prize. I know he will. He will and all. I'll tell you what, and Charlie will be #1 contender. I could run a book. I could do the lot. I ain't going to compete though. I'm too old now. We could get it going, couldn't we? That'd be awesome. Thailand will have, it's from the world's best idiot. Thailand will have to be a write-off, I expect, mate. But hopefully we'll get back to normal in about half a year. Do you know what? The world's best idiot? I agree with you, mate. I think I am going to have to postpone it, ain't I? The dumbass of me, though. I took that flight when I booked that. You're going to laugh at me now, yeah? I got me Boris Grant. Got me Grant off of old Wishy Sunak. Bath like that, and I looked. And last time I went there in 2018, that cost me £700 for a flight return through Stockland, through my April. £700, that was in 18. And I looked, and I found a British Airways one, which was better than the flight I had last time, which was Eva Air, which was a bit like going in the back of a chicken cart. I went with British Airways, and I got it for 500. When you see that price, and when I booked it, it was like 6 months away. It could still happen, but there was no refund on it. I can amend it. I can amend it 40 quid for an amendment on dates. So it might be a 40 quid amendment to the end of May, June. We'll see. Is it a World Cup here? Alright, what I've got here now. I work with your old Holly, Dave Carrington. I work with your old Holly, Dave Brown, Housted. Dave is Mr. Reliable and must say very cultured. Do you know what, Mr. Dave Charrington? You know Dave Brown? Boom! You're a friend of mine already, bud. Dave Brown. I'll take my hat. There you go. Dave Brown. That's what Dave Brown gets, mate. He gets probs like that. Dave Brown, mate. My hog carrier, when I was a 1-on-1, me and Dave, right, we did a site. We're in Colchester. I met Dave out of the blue. I just started out as on my own as a ganger. Got offered a site, 96 houses. I went, right, and I had a bloke who worked with me in another gang, but I thought was rough. But he was fairly quick, not very knowledgeable, but I thought I could trim him in. And his pal, who was a giant of a man, Ian, big lad, Hoddy. And I went, right, and I got offered this start, and I had nobody to work with me. I went, yeah, come on, and you two come with me. We banged a couple of houses up. Then I got another bloke. I made a few. Then the Ian, the Hoddy, wanted to become a brickie. You ain't really up to it. But he was intelligent. And then his mate fucked off. but he stayed. And I thought, well, he came here with his pal and they were lifelong pals, but he stuck with me, so I'm going to put him on a trail. So I put him on a trail, and then I got this hottie called Darren. Darren came along. Then Ian was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, everything Ian did. So you build your corner. I'm at one end. I've set up the profiles to gauge. Ian's up his end. I'm at mine. And I said, what do you prefer? What's best for you? How do you work better? Do you work better going forwards or backwards? He goes, I went, oh, God, surely you must know. Yeah, I'll go forwards. I went, well, you go forwards. So we were building these houses. I've got this house contract to do. And I was going backwards from the patio door, and he was coming from a corner, and he had to run into a chimney breast, but the chimney breasts weren't built yet. And I looked and I went round the corner and I went, oh my God. And he had 1.5 inch perps. He was going, he's like, I thought you said I had to get to the chimney breast. I said, no, you got bond to the chimney breast. Fuck me. He was trying to get the full brick to meet the chimney breast. I was like, you can't just fucking stretch it out with perps. He was putting like 40mm perps over 6 brick. I went, no, you got to follow what's below. Oh God. So then Ian had to go. And this Darren, who was on the hod with me, he goes, well, I want to be a brickie. I go, all right, I'll teach you. So I was 1-on-1. I said, you just keep the bricks coming and the muck coming. And then once you're in front, I'll build the corners and you can start running in. I was doing as best as I could. And then he was doing it. And then he was doing it and I had to get another hottie. And then Dave come along as the hottie. And I went, oh, yeah, I've got a 2-on-1. Yeah, but it's a 1-on-1 with an idiot. Bless him. And I built this corner. I was running down and he was doing the other bit. And I went, oh, I came down and he goes, is that all right? And I walked down to his end. I looked round the corner and went, oh my God. And I just went and pulled it down my hand. I went, no, it's not. I went, it's time for tea break. Let's go for tea. I went to the car. Dave went to the car. Darren went to the car. And I see Darren pull off a sight. I'll never see him again. He left me there. It was me and Dave Brown. And then after that, me and Dave Brown made money. Dave was on a 1-on-1 with me and we smashed it. We went, right, you want something doing? You want something doing? And I was out laying for like 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s myself. I'll be laying, I'm not being big-headed here. I'm really not. If you want problems and asking about it, Dave Carrington, you're on there. You know Dave. Ask Dave and put the feedback on for sure. But I was laying 1,200 to 1,400 bricks by 1 o'clock. Me, one. Dave with me. Dave would go, boom. Stewie Karitz, good friend of mine on the forks. He was a friend of mine on the forklift, so that was always the key to that. Dave would pull up there. We were starting 7:30 in the morning. Dave would pull up at 7:10. Drag a tub under, bang, bing, button, off, get back in the car, read his paper, have his fag. First tub out, bang, on my lift. Every time. Stuart, I was building Stuart's extension, the forklift driver's extension at his house. We loved each other. I know his mum, his parents, everybody. He went to school with people I know, you know. So me and the Forky were like that. So we did well. Me, Dave, bang, we would go out. I would smash it. Go, right, we're on a band lift. Boom. I go, right, boom, we're going to get around this band lift today. Dave would go, what? 1,600 bricks. Seen it before. I go, yeah, watch, boff, 10 o'clock, 600 down. That's with the two, 8 till, you start at 7:30, but 8 till 10 really, because you don't get a start that early. You get going. In a half hour, get my profile set up for the day, bang, and I'll get round. I'll go, crack on, I'll crack the other side. I'll crack the other side up. Dave used to go, whoa, and I'll go about 3 o'clock, and I'll go, Dave will go, whoa. I go, how much money you got left? And he'll go, I've got 3 buckets left in there. Yeah, I'll do for today, wouldn't it? I'll go, no. You go, what? I go, come on. You go, check it. I just need a couple more buckets. Let's just get this flank finished. Every day I like to finish my flank, and I push for it. I push for it as much as Dave got pissed off. I push for it, but I got it, and I built, and I built, and I built, and it got to where my subby was going, look, you're doing well, you're building that. He goes, but site agent's going, look, as much as you are a 1-on-1, you're incredibly quick. You can't keep up with 3 months, 4 months, and we need you to increase. So I increased it. I took on anyone. I said to the contracts manager, anyone ring you up, send them to me. You know, I had them all. Some were shit, some were good. Some were worse than shit. Some were better than good. Some of the best ones, I told to fuck off because it didn't work with the way I worked. Sometimes I pinch myself about it. Sometimes I think, do you know what? It's probably best. I had one. Now someone might be watching this group chat now, but I'll tell you what, one of the best bricklayers I worked with was a bloke I couldn't work with. It was a bloke called Greg Bowden. Awesome bricklayer. Brilliant in every method. But that, don't you think you should be doing this? Don't you think you should be doing that? I know what you're doing. Oh, yeah. Greg, look, I'm running it. Don't tell me. I know where people's strengths are. He just didn't like it because his strength was building corners and setting windows out, and he never got on the flank, never got on the running. But he had a place in my system, you know. But he rang me up the other day. He literally rang me up the other day, and he went, "My mum's in Leicester. She's never met you. She don't know anything about you. And she was watching a video on YouTube about bricklaying, and you came up, and I was like, wow, you know what I mean? So I'm spreading." Right, where are we now? After the Dave Brown, what a top bloke. I love Dave Brown. Daniel, I really do love Dave. Iron Maiden. He used to have a big ponytail, but now he shaved it off. Him and his missus Maria. Lovely old job. He loves the ball in Halstead. Happy days. Greek, your airlock, la la la. What to start a gang? How do I get one? Want to start a gang, but how do I get work? Ryan, listen. Right, what you got to do, Ryan? I don't know where you live, but surely around your area there must be some sort of progress, some sort of gang, some sort of building work around your area. That's the first step for me when I wanted to get my own gang going and all that lot is get to work. If you ain't got work, there's no point in having a gang, is there? Get to work. You can get your gang first, but what's a gang if you ain't got no work? You got to have the work first. So my advice to you is find out, right, go to the sites, the big sites, where they all are, whoever it may be, whether it's Persimmons, Balfour Beatty, Taylor Wimpey, whoever it is. There's thousands of them. Bellways, David Wilson, thousands of them. Go on there and just bowl on site. Bowl straight in there and bowl straight up to the site office. Yeah. Speak to them. Say, who's your subcontractor for the brickwork? Find out who that is. Get the name and the number. Or if failing that, even go on the internet. Find out who's subcontractors. Bricklaying subcontractors. Yeah. You want to find them out. Who are the ones who are looking for gangs of bricklayers to go and build them houses? Ring them up. Speak to them. Find out what prices they're paying, what they're paying, and what they're doing. What work have they got? Don't just go, oh, hello, yeah, we're a gang. Yeah, we're up for working. All right, I'll meet you there. What are you doing? What are you getting paid? Yeah. That shows acumen, and it shows you've been in the game a little while as well. Because people who just go, hello, yeah, all right, you got to start. They go, yeah, we got to start. Okay. they'll get the mug, they'll get their pants pulled down. Because if I was a ganger and someone come up to me and goes, right, mate, what are you paying? Oh, yeah, I'm paying 14s and 12s. There we go. Hang on. It's Tom Coe, everybody!
Oh, you gotta kick him.
It's Tom Coe, everybody! Tom Coe, I'm in the middle of a live stream with I've got 72 people on the go at the moment.
Get me off that bloody thing.
I'll call you when I've finished.
Oh, you got. Yeah, fuck off.
Hey, Jamie. Where's Jamie?
My name's not Jamie.
Jamie. Oh, Jamie. You must be Jamie's brother, surely. All right, guys. Hey there, bro. Oh, Jamie. I've got to say it to my fans. Oh, Jamie. A load of my fans said, that geezer Jamie. He looks a bit gay. I'll leave you with that. There you go. Whoever commented that. Right. Right, where were we? Have you ever tried chipping? And would you ever expand your gang to a group of current guys and other trades so you would have people ready when you want? Do you know what? What was the best idiot? Yeah, I thought about doing the whole build. I thought about that. But it's a lot of hard work, isn't it? If you're doing the whole build, you've got to have a customer who's willing to do what you want to do, and the way you want to do it. And a lot of the time, if you've got a customer who's paying ready notes, they want it done their way. Difficult, isn't it? It is difficult. I would do you know what? If it's my dream, what I would do as a job, I would say to somebody, or someone would approach me and say, right, I want you to build me, and bear with me with this. I love container houses. Yeah, container houses. I would build Lego container houses in whatever shape or size you want. Bang, 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 bang. Brickwork, engineering's all around the bottom. Beautiful marble stonework all the way around. Beautiful brickwork all the way around, but with overhangs and all that stuff. Loads of glass. I don't think bricks should be used as a structure. I think they should be used as a decorative. Yeah. When I look at brickwork, I just see flanks of stretcher bond. Bores the hell out of me. Use brickwork to its max. There's so many options you can use in brickwork, and all I see is stretcher bond. Build something different. Put it in between containers, glass. Make it unique. Fancy jointing. I love that fin joint. You ever seen that tuck joint? Oh, that's the bollocks. Looks like you got 73mm bricks, doesn't it? Little 2mm of fin joint. Right, what else everyone saying? What? Right. Well, what we got here? How much was your new drone, mate? Yeah, I bought that drone there. They're $3,000 brand new. They're $3,000 brand new, but I didn't pay that for it. I'm not going to say what I paid for it, but it was a lot. It was a lot. And this is a bad thing as well. I crashed it and fucked it up. I've had to repair it. I've smashed the blades on it. I don't know if I've got one there. I've smashed the blades on it and all sorts. There was a little problem with it when I took it out of the case and stuff, where it's like an H frame, and all the main gubbins is in the centre. Then the H frame comes off of the centre, and it does all this raising and lowering and all that lot. So it's got an arm on it, so it has to have a pivot joint on the arm to do it. But the pivot joint was loose, so when you went up and then when you go left, the force of the wind will turn the arm round, and it caused this freaking thing to do a spin. It actually did it in the video that I did, that long distance, that first flight. When I went to turn it around to come back, it went into a spasm and did about 30 spins going. I was like, Jesus Christ, this thing's 2 miles away. It's just cost me a shitload. How the fuck am I going to get it back? So I just left it. I just left all the controller and I let it steady out. And I looked around on the camera and went, right, I know where I am. And I beelined it back straight home. Boff, straight back in. But then I found out where it is a loose connection. So when it goes up, it's all level. But it flies up and then it'll go like that. So the middle body doesn't stay straight, it does that. And then that lot of propellers is lower than that. So when it's like that, it starts doing that because that air is pushing it that way. So it makes it spin. So I got the camera off of it. I had a crash today with it. I followed my little drone, this one, right here, my little drone. I set that up. I put it to track and trace my new drone. So I flew that up in the air, boom, and it's pointing at my new drone. I'm flying it, and and it started going, bang, crashed. And I was like, oh shit, what do? Do I control the one that's fallen or the one that's in the sky? Fuck. I took it all down. And I've got it all on video. I'm not going to show it yet, but it's a bit of a long-term video. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I've got it all working again. It's all working again fine now. I've sorted it all out. I've ordered some new parts. I've ordered new blades. Everything. Tell you what, them Aspires ain't cheap. £100 for the blades. Yeah, two blades. £100. It's 8 on it. It's 800 quid for blades. If you want, you know what I mean? It's big money. Rob, I'm a painter. Can I have a go at this competition? You lad. Yeah, of course you can, Rob. Of course you can, Rob. Do you know what? Right, the more I read about it, the more I see about it, and the comments I've been getting on here, there's quite a lot of interest actually. There's been 6, 7 people on here already saying that they're bang up for having a bricklaying competition, and I will. Do you know what? I'm thinking about this. We get this COVID thing out of the way, and we're here in Essex. I'd like to do it around Essex, but obviously because it's close to me. But that's not always best for everybody to come. So maybe we'll move it inland a little bit. Maybe we'll try and move it into Halstead Way, maybe in 40, 50 miles from where I am inland. So it's a little bit more accessible. But we will try, and I'm going to endeavour to make something happen for in the summer. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to do 3 competitions: a speed over the hour, a neatness competition, and an originality competition where someone gets a pack of bricks and build what you want. A pack of bricks, and you got a day. 500 bricks your day, and make whatever you want. And there will be prizes. I will advertise the hell out of it. So, and the winner will get a Tricky Bricky t-shirt. Yeah. Right. I will definitely come and see that. Haha. What a book. That's the game. Yeah, you know, man. Who we got here? Speedmaster. Charlie couldn't lace my boots, mate. Couldn't he? Speedmaster? Cool, you've got some big old fucking cherries hanging between your legs, boy. Taking on me old mate Charlie. I'll tell you what, there was a time, yeah, that me, Charlie, Dan Draper, and hang on.
Hello.
Right. Right. Oh dear, yeah, just let me.
Do you do it?
Oh dear, let me finish my drink.
No.
Let me finish my. I'm on the phone.
Absolutely sure. Yeah.
All
Not round. All right.
Oh my God. My landlady, she's like 67. She just asked me round for a drink. How about that? You never know. You never know, boys. Oh dear. Mental. What's this? What was Charlie Collison like when you worked with him as a bricklayer? Charlie was spot on, mate. He was spot on. Lovely bloke. Lovely bloke. We knew a lot of people, mutual friends, and lovely bloke. Always a gentleman. Always a pleasure to work with. Can't fault the bloke. Lovely man. Lovely man. Very clever. Very clever. And watch his videos. Watch his videos as same as mine. You know. Just keep with it. You won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. You've got grand designs, boy. Yeah, you know, man. Leicester sounds good. Siri, say Adam. After competition. Let's fly, huh? Craig, I'd love to do a compo. Why ain't you here out in the UK? I'd love to do a competition. Why ain't there out like that in the UK? I know. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to start that. We're going to be the innovators. Yeah, Tricky Bricky competition. You heard it here first. We'll set up something. I'll get something set up. I will. I'll speak to the wholesalers. We'll get some supply. Even if it's seconds, whatever it is, we'll get a load of bricks. Maybe we'll get a sponsor from one of the silo companies to help us with the muck or whatever, or whether it's lime and mortar. I know plenty of people who work with in the aggregate business. So yeah, we could get something set up, but that's a definite must. We will get something going. Happy days. That'll be brilliant. I'll tell you what, it'll be superb for us all to actually meet up and actually all have a chat together. You know what I mean? Would it be brilliant? You know what I mean? If we could actually get the legends in there. You know what I mean? If we could get Charlie, Stuart, Rob, not myself. I'm not a legend, but you know what I mean. If I could organise something where everybody could come in on one thing, what a brilliant event that would be for all of us. It would really be a good event, wouldn't it? I think it'd be brilliant. You could have the sales things and you know what I mean. You could have a whole little thing there, a big bricklaying expedition where we get to do this, we get to do that. Both we see different things, different tools, stalls setting up for everything. Just a bricklaying orientated expedition. That's what we want. Is that not right? Can I get a hallelujah? Snap it up in the comments now. Hallelujah if you want some of that. An exhibition for the bricklayers. Boom. I'll organise it. The Tricky Brickies. Boom. Right. What we got here? You got grand designs. Get in there. That's my ass, Adam. Oh, you and Charlie, don't you? Me and Charlie, no, we were both subby. I went my way, he went his way. Good on him and all. We were never going anywhere working for that subby, mate. He was too tight. Me and Charlie smashing them down. I mean, Charlie can move and I can move. We were smashing them down for him, mate. He was making money. P. I said, you going to go? No, I am not, Vilma. No, I'm not. I'm going to go around and have a drink with her. But, yeah. Nah, I'm not going to smash it. Nah. Adam. Yeah, no way, mate. No way. No, she's older than my mum. She's older than my mum. Bless her. Oh my God. I can't believe she knocked on my door this time of night. She knocked on my door. Fuck. I live in a bungalow, see. Most of you see from the video, didn't you? I live in a bungalow. The back end of it is mine. The front end of it is hers. The front 3 quarters. Hi Adam, Happy New Year, Bombers. She can hear me. Craig, bum it. No, you bender. Oh, right. Listen. Yeah, I will. Anthony Worthington. Yes, you're right, mate. Yeah, I will. Actually, do you know what? I do know some of the top boys. Bellway Homes, one of the top blokes there is a bloke called Andy Prentice. He's top bloke in South Counties, Bellway. He'd be happy to help with that. I know another geezer called Lee. It's part of Carla Homes. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to accommodate some of this sort of stuff. So, yeah, I know loads of the subbies as well on a personal basis as well. So, yeah, we'll get this going. Right, listen, guys and girls. You'll think I'm going to go now because my landlady's just just asked me, come on, let's have a drink. But I'm going to go. I've been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. What can I say? The boys done well. The boys done well. I wish you all the greatest of New Year's. I'm going to be quite lost when I put this down, when I end this stream. Because I've been chatting away on my own. It's quite a struggle. Imagine that. Imagine any of yous sitting there talking to a complete stranger, just talking to a screen, a picture of yourself for 2 hours and 40 minutes. You can do that when you've had a drink. Happy days. Bob, I'm not doing that. All the best. Yeah, you too, man. I love you all. I love you all. Listen, it's like 2 hours and 4 minutes until the new year. Yeah, I wish you all the greatest, the most excellent, triumphant, bogus man. Best New Year's Eve you can ever imagine, and I wish you the best future to all of you. I will say, I know what it's like at the moment. I'm obviously stuck here on my own. I understand how mental health works, and a lot of people are struggling with mental health at the moment, whether you're with people or whether you're without people, whether you're by yourself or you're with family and you're struggling with mental health issues, any problem whatsoever, you're thinking any negative thoughts, please, as much as you might think I don't give a fuck, I'm a shoulder to cry on. If anyone needs to speak to anybody about anything, I might not be able to offer you the best advice, whatever, but if you need to talk to someone, hit me up on a message. Bang, I'm always there. Don't do anything stupid. The best thing is in life, speak to someone before you do something irrational. So happy days, people. I really do hope you all have the best 2021. I love you all, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, motherfuckers. Love ya.